Hey guys, welcome back to 3D Print Farm. Do you know the #1 reason why prints fail with the Anycubic Photon? If you guessed incorrect plate leveling, you would be 100% correct. Guess what we're going to talk about today? How to level the build plate. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay guys, I'm going to go over a very simple way to level your build plate. So what you want to do is after you turn your photon on, you'll want to remove your vat. One thing that I like to do is make sure that your build plate is attached and this knob is tight. Because if this knob is loose, then you're just defeating the purpose of leveling this, because once you retighten this, when you remove your plate for your print, it's going to be off, so you don't want to do that. You're going to need a piece of copier paper that you've stolen from work, or no, don't steal it from work. You're going to need a piece of copier paper. You're going to need an Allen wrench that came with your Anycubic Photon, and the first thing you'll want to do is loosen this grub screw. There's a grub screw that's right behind this red knob, and you'll want to loosen that. You'll want to loosen it just enough to where there's free play in the plate. Okay? Now, next thing you'll want to do is you'll want to go down to your Tools button, which is located on the right. Press your Tools button, then your Move Z or Move Z, which is in the upper left-hand corner. Now you'll see 3 different sizes: 0.1 millimeter, 1 millimeter, and 10 millimeters. Whichever one is highlighted is the distance that will move depending on what button you press. So there's an up arrow and a down arrow. So for instance, if I press the up arrow with the 1 millimeter selected, the build plate moves up 1 millimeter along the Z axis. Same way with 0.1 millimeter. If I click the up arrow, it moves 0.1 millimeter. And that'll be a little bit important when we start leveling the bed. So the very first thing you need to do before leveling the bed is make sure that this plate is flat, is perfectly flat against the LCD screen, because that's going to give you the best chance of success when this plate is flat against the LCD screen. I'm going to show you a quick and easy way how to do that. The very first thing you'll want to do before you do anything is press this little home button over here. It's the second button down on the left. Press home. What's going to happen is there's an optical sensor, and you'll see about a little red light back on the Z-rail. That's the optical sensor that detects the home position of the build plate. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to raise this 5 millimeters. So how do I do that? I click the 1 millimeter button. I click the up arrow 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. There we go. I take my copier paper, I insert it. Okay? You can see the build plate is still a little loose, which is fine. And I'm going to line it up just a little bit. You can line it up by the edge of the head here and the edge of the build plate. So you'll make sure everything is nice and straight. And then now I'm going to go and click my down arrow 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll go one more. 5. Okay. Now, do you notice how the build plate still kind of moves around? That's fine, because what we need to do is we need to make sure this build plate is perfectly flat. So I can pull this out, I can feel resistance, but what I want to do is I'm going to line up the build plate and I'm going to hold it tight with my hand. And I'm going to grab the middle of the paper and I'm going to pull. And I feel resistance on both sides of the build plate. That's what you want, because that makes sure that everything is that makes sure that everything is completely flat. So I'm holding this, I'm pulling this, paper's not coming out. While I'm holding down, I'm adjusting this. Tightening the grub screw, making sure that it's completely tight. You have to turn the Allen wrench over to get a little bit more torque on the grub screw. Tighten that down nice and tight. So now when I pull the paper, look at this. It pulls evenly. There's no less resistance on one side or the other. It pulls evenly all the way out. Like that. That's exactly what you want. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up 3 millimeters. It's already selected on 1 millimeter. I'm going to go up 3. 1, 2, 3. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to level the build plate. So what I just did was flatten the build plate against the LCD screen. Now I'm going to level it. So take the exact same piece of paper, place it in. I'm going to go down 3. 1, 2, 3. You can see it's the same. It's tight. It's a little bit too tight because I can, well, it's almost perfect. But I'm going to go and click the 0.1 millimeter button, which is right here at the top. I'm going to go up 1. Okay. I'm going to go up 1 more. Okay, now notice how I can push the paper in. When you can push the paper in, it's not level. Not quite. It's not quite close enough to the LCD. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the down arrow 1 time, which is set on 0.1 millimeter. Okay, now check this out. I can pull, but I can't push. I'm trying to push this paper back. The paper does not push. That's the key. If you can push the paper back using resistance, try to push the paper back. If it pushes back, that means you're still too high. You need to go a little lower. But check this out. I can pull this completely out with some resistance. Now, this build plate is completely level. This has been level, but there's one more step you have to do. You click the back arrow, which is in the lower right hand corner. Click this button up in the upper right hand corner, which says Z or Z equals 0. You'll get a warning that says this is going to reset your Z position. Click yes. And now your bed is level. I'm going to move that up 10 millimeters. And now I'm done. It's completely level. It's completely flat. The nice thing about this is you should not have to re-level this plate every time you print. In fact, you don't even want to mess with this build plate unless you actually do something crazy, or you actually don't want to do anything with this unless you do something to the build plate, unless you remove this grub screw or something happens, or perhaps you change the FEP out. You'll want to re-level the build plate. One thing I want to emphasize is, we go back here, Z equals 0. Z equals 0 is not home. So you may click the home button and you think, well, that's where my Z equals 0 is. That is not correct. What Z equals 0 is, when we made all those adjustments using the up and down keys, we were adjusting the Z offset. What the Z offset is the difference in the height between what we've adjusted and home. Home is just to get you started. Home is basically the optical sensor that sits back here on that Z rail that tells this build plate when to stop before crashing into your Anycubic Photon. But Z equals 0 has nothing to do with home. Nothing whatsoever. So just get that out of your mind, that Z equals 0 is going to set your level. Now, a lot of people ask me, you know, Garrett, should I sand my build plate? Well, I haven't had to sand my build plate because if you listen to this, that sound that you're hearing is actually texture on this anodized aluminum plate. So there's actually texture there. I haven't had any issues with resin or prints not sticking to the build plate. That being said, if you've checked your build plate and the print surface is not flat, then it's defective. And sanding, again, is the very last resort that you should attempt. In fact, if you try to sand this, you're not going to be able to sand this flat. I promise you, because you don't have the tools, unless you own a machine shop, to be able to get this completely flat. Now, you may be able to take it to a machine shop, and they do something called lapping, and they'll be able to do that professionally. But my suggestion to you is that if you suspect that your build plate is not level or not flat, is to take you a steel straight edge, set it on top of the build plate, and shine a flashlight. If you see any light escaping underneath the edge of the straight edge and the build plate, then you possibly have issues and your build plate is not completely flat. If that happens, I would definitely open up a ticket with Anycubic and have them send you a new build plate, because there's definitely an issue with that. But again, from my personal standpoint, I have not had any issues with this. I've been printing with this since May of 2018, and I have not had any issues whatsoever with prints not sticking to the build plate. You know, some other things you can do if you have issues with prints not sticking, you may need to clean this pretty well with alcohol. I use the SprayWay glass cleaner. I'll put a link to the description below. I've used it in my previous videos, not have any issues with the SprayWay glass cleaner of cleaning the build plate. So, and we're gonna go over some troubleshooting in a future video. I don't wanna take up a whole lot of time on this one. I wanted to spend most of the time discussing the leveling the build plate for the Anycubic Photon. Appreciate everything you guys do. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you'd like and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. We're really trying to grow the channel, and hope to bring you more great stuff coming down the road here. I'd like to do some, the next section we're going to talk about is on resins and the properties of resin and how to set your settings in your Anycubic slicer correctly so you get perfect prints every time. And again, we're still gonna push and try to get these out as quickly as possible. But again, I do appreciate you guys. Again, like and subscribe. See you again next time on 3D Print Farm. Bye now. Guys, welcome back to 3D. Hey guys, welcome back to 3D Print Farm. Do you know what the #1 reason is for failed prints with the Anycubic Photon? That's an incorrect build plate. Incorrect build plate. Why can't I think build plate, build plate, build plate, build plate, build plate, build plate? Hey guys, welcome back to 3D Print Farm. Do you know the #1 reason? Hey guys, welcome back to 3D Print Farm. Do you know the #1 reason for... In fact, most of the issues post... That battery, that stupid battery, it's flashing again. I was ready to go, but the battery light is flashing. I have 2 new batteries coming in from Amazon tomorrow. It will be here. 2 fresh batteries. But now I have to deal with this flashing battery because it's going to run out of juice and I'm not going to be able to do it. But I am bound and determined to shoot this intro. So here we go again.